My name's Annabel and I was a graduate in 2013. I went to the Australian National University and I studied a Bachelor of Laws and a Bachelor of Asia Pacific Studies. My graduate year was excellent. I did 3 rotations, and for my first rotation I worked in the Secretary's office, which exposed me to the inner workings of the executive in the department, and we liaised closely with the Minister's office in Parliament House, and I also got to attend Senate estimates, which was a great opportunity. For my second rotation, I worked in the Consumer and Post branch for 2 different sections. The first one was Cloud and Privacy, where I helped with the implementation of the National Cloud Computing Strategy, and it also involved a trip to Brisbane to attend the National Standing Committee on Cloud Computing. In my third rotation, I worked in the legal section. I assisted with providing advice to the digital strategy division of the department on really interesting issues like online gambling and cyber safety. I've also helped assist with the implementation of the department's deregulation agenda. We receive a lot of support as graduates. So when you start at the department, you get an induction week, and that was really helpful, and it was also a great way to get to know the other grads and meet other people in the department. I received a lot of support from my buddy, who was a great mentor to me, and if I had any questions at all, I could go to her for help. I applied for a lot of different departments when I was applying for jobs in my final year of university, and the assessment centre for the Department of Communications was a very positive experience. Although I was very nervous doing the interview and assessment tasks as well as group work, I found it was a great way to meet other candidates as well as get a real understanding of the department's work. The department was very accommodating because I had an exam the next day of the interview, so they flew me to Sydney and back to my home in time for my university exam. I really encourage you to apply for this graduate program as it was such a good opportunity. I did receive other offers from other places, but I chose this department because it was such an interesting portfolio and I got a really good vibe from the assessment centre.